I'm going to be doing a chit chat with you today on a conversation that I had with my good friend Kimberly J. We were talking about memories and experiences, and then she also spoke about it on her show. So I'm going to show you that clip first, and then we'll go into my chit chat with you. Please make sure that you tune into the Kim and Colby Show on Smooth 88.1 WHOV.
So Colby, right now we're in such a volatile time, and we're living in a time where things from our past are resurrecting emotions, things we didn't even live, things that our ancestors went through, but we're reliving it. But we do that day to day anyway. We have a hard time as people. It's a human thing, it's human nature that we have a hard time letting go of things from the past. And it's so freeing once you finally let go of something from your past. But what happens when you don't? It takes you right back to where you were at that moment in time. It physically puts your body back in the same position it was in when you were feeling that, whatever it is, emotion of fear, whatever. It could be anxiety. You could have been somebody could have been attacking you. Someone could have been bullying you. It could be anything. Someone could have just hurt your feelings by saying something, and that one thing stays with you and resonates over and over and over in your mind. Tell the enemy it's got to go. It can't stay here, because when you do that, you put your body back in that same position, and then your heart feels it, your body feels it, your stress changes, your blood pressure probably goes up, and all of those things that we tend to fall victim to as a people. We put our bodies right back through all of the same stress levels. So I encourage you today to let it go and do your best to put the past where it belongs, in the past, and look forward in your mirror. Use your rearview mirror to look behind you, but look forward on that road to the great journey ahead of you. So that's all I have for you today. Of course, you're listening to the Kim and Colby Show. This is your girl, Kimberly J, on Smooth 88.1 WHOV. It's the Gospel Express.
Now let's jump into my chit chat. Welcome back to TyeTye&XOX. This is my first little chit chat with you guys, which is making me feel very vulnerable. I don't talk about myself very often. Even if you know me kind of well, I love to talk about makeup. I'll show you how to do something, but to talk about myself and my feelings is something that I don't really do unless I know you well. But I decided, why not? Let you guys know me a little bit better. And some people have been asking for a video like this. So I'm down here in Corolla. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. I'm able to recharge and realign. So I thought that this would be a great time to make a video like this. So as you guys know, I just filmed my Mermaid Factory video, and I had this same shirt on, God is Dope. And I was going to take it off, but then I was like, this kind of goes with the theme that I wanted to talk about today. So much is going on with our lives, COVID-19, politics, the police, and we have a lot of time by ourselves to reflect and think about what's going on now, what we might have experienced in the past with traumas. And I was talking about this with my really good friend yesterday, and she's going to discuss this further on her show. Her name is Kimberly J, or Kimberly Jenkins, and she has a show on 88.1. And she has a special called Kimberly J Word of the Day. But anyways, she'll be going over this in further detail. But I got this little piece of a little nugget from her that really spoke to me. And because I've had a lot of time by myself, I live alone, and I've had a lot of time with my thoughts, feelings, and emotions, which can be good, but sometimes not so good to be isolated for so long. And she said to me, be careful when you think about things that you've experienced in the past, things that you might see on television, because your body doesn't know that it's a memory. Your body relives it every time that you evoke that thought or emotion and you relive it. I don't know if you guys have seen people that have had trauma in their life, and when they tell you the story of what happened to them, you can see them, like their voice begins to change, maybe back to a child, or how they were feeling, their facial expressions, they might start to cower over. And it's because their body is like, okay, well, you know, this person is experiencing this again, and we need to act accordingly, because your body doesn't know that it's a memory. So while so much is happening in our world now, so much may happen in the future, and then we are able to reflect on so many things that happened in the past. You can start negative talking, or especially with me, late at night, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, did I say that wrong to the person? Did they take it wrong? I read into things a lot. And you can also make things that are not a thing. Someone might be thinking about unicorns and rainbows, and you think that they can't stand you. And if you ask the person, they're like, yeah, I wasn't going through any of that. I was just thinking about what's making for dinner. But anyways, really try to find a happy place if that's inside your home. I'm blessed that I'm able to come here to one of my favorite places and really decompress and reflect and fill myself back up. I was feeling very holy, that I just was feeling like cheese, that everything I had was taken out of me, and I needed to pour back into myself. Thankfully, where I work, I was able to take some time, you guys, because everything happened so quickly. Like, one day we were at work, the next day we weren't, and then we didn't go back. And we weren't able to process what was happening to us. Like, what's happening around us, what's happening to our fellow man, what's happening to our friends. And if you don't take just like a couple days, I mean, the weekend is fabulous, and that's definitely time to reflect, but that's also time to get things done that you're not able to do while you're working from home. But really try to take some time, take a drive, go to the park, drive. If you live near a beach, I have done this when I felt very depressed. And just making me think about it makes me get emotional, because the water and the beach means so much to me. I actually took a drive to Virginia Beach because I hadn't seen the water in so long. And, oh my goodness, there was no one there but me and the beach and my car. And I rolled down the windows and I just smelled the beach air and let the wind hit my face and the salt hit my nose and take it in. And I just had to release because it's a lot. Not everyone is doing so well. People are losing their jobs. They're losing family members. How we are interacting with each other is so different. Everyone's walking around with masks. We don't know what the future holds. Events have been canceled. We're having to work differently. And I am so grateful for my friends and family that are keeping me grounded, that check on me, my co-workers that check on me, my bosses, the people that I work with, the volunteers that I work with, you know, we really can't get through this alone. We need to check on each other. We need to pray for each other. We need to call each other, text each other, send each other funny memes, and because that's the only way we're going to get through this. That's it. Prayer. We've got to pray, but we've got to, you know, make plans for our future and check and love each other. That, and you know, through all of it, and I'm not a really preachy person, but as my shirt says, God is so dope, and through it all, He is still here to help us through this. Please don't forget Him in all of this. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Just love each other a little bit harder. Those that can hug, if you can hug the people that you're staying with, hold them a little bit tighter. Look into their eyes a little bit longer. When you are able to go out, whenever that is, or if you're able to go somewhere, try to enjoy it as long as you can. Try to be there. Try not to be on your phone. Try not to, you don't have to send the text back right now. Leave it on unread. It's fine. Read it when you go back in, but really listen to each other, pray for each other, listen to signs. Listen for little signs in your friends if you can tell that they're getting depressed. If it sounds like they are, check on them, see if they need to talk to someone. There's plenty of numbers. If they need a professional, you can do counseling sessions from your house. Drop something off at their doorstep to make them their day. There's care packages in Amazon that you can send your friends. But I can go on and on and on and on. I just wanted to share that, you know, I know that this is a very difficult time for everyone, but thank you for supporting and loving me. Please support and love each other, and I will talk to you guys soon.